folks. Thank you for tuning in to Thoughts and Prayers, Episode 3, where we talk about video games and your favorite fandoms. I'm your host, YouTuber, Twitch streamer, Johnnydeals. I'm excited to be here because we have much to talk about this week, but first things first, we have some housekeeping. I was on Clusterfunk Media's podcast this past week with my buddies Drix and Thorn. We gave our ratings and our thoughts and prayers on Starfield. There will be a link in the description and also at the end of the video. With that out of the way, let's get to our first topic for today's show. Jim Ryan is leaving PlayStation in March of 2024. After 30 years with the company, he's been the CEO of Sony Interactive since 2019. The guy's been with Sony since the launch of the PS1 and most likely is the reason the PS5 and Sony made it out of the 2020 COVID-19 pandemic. A lot of people and gamers alike are happy about this man's departure. Now, what are my thoughts and prayers on it? Well, this man has been with PlayStation since that intro when you first start up a PlayStation 1. I can't cue up the sound. I can't do it like myself. I'll have my editor do it, aka myself. Put that in right now. But the dudes from Europe, the guy said that his main reason he didn't want to do this anymore was because he wanted to be able to be at home because he's from Europe and his work's in North America. We could totally understand that. Think about this guy. This guy has been around for a while. He is integral to what has made PlayStation for a long time. He's had some ups, he's had some downs. The dude lost the battle of trying to keep Call of Duty and Activision and Blizzard out of the clutches of Microsoft earlier, I think it was last year. I have to double check on those notes. But yeah, he tried to keep, he lost to Call of Duty and Activision and Blizzard just to Xbox. That's true, but also he is responsible for having PlayStation to get to where it's at today. I mean, the guy is, he's been there for a long time. What can you say? A lot of people, like I said, don't like him. Me personally, I think, like I said, I think he's very important to PlayStation. Without the man, we would have not gotten to where we're at now. Especially through the pandemic. I think the guy, I hope him best. It's going to be an empty spot for Sony to be finding a new CEO for PlayStation here coming up here in the next year. So, best of luck to wishes to you, Jim Ryan. What is that I hear? The infamous John Riccitiello is resigning from his gig as CEO of Unity. Are you surprised? I'm not. But I'm also like, what the fuck at the same time. Johnny Boy was the thumbnail picture of our last episode of Thoughts and Prayers. The dude, if you ask me, want to know my thoughts and prayers on it? I think that Johnny Boy over here, John Riccitiello, infamous villain of the show, is a scapegoat for the board of directors over there at Unity. If you think about it, they have dragged their name through the ground so bad that they're offering developers now, after the fact, walking back on what we said in our last episode, that they would allow developers to still use Unity without having to rep their name. That is pretty bad when you know that your name cannot even be shown out in public, let alone on a video game, without people getting offended. Good job, John Riccitiello. I mean, there's an empty spot over there at PlayStation. Who knows? You had infamous as hell. Maybe you had a really crazy run with Unity, and you had a crazy run. Oh, definitely crazy run with EA. We'll see. So bon voyage, John Riccitiello. Sayonara. We were mentioning earlier, Microsoft has finally finalized the purchase of Activision and Blizzard on Friday for the tune of $69 billion. Yes, $69 billion. That number, 69, dude. But their dude, Bobby, their CEO, is going to stay in his position until February of 2024. Pretty funny how that works out, huh? Phil Spencer is probably sitting there doing backflips, high-fiving himself, playing Starfield in his underwear. Good job, I guess, Microsoft, making yet another video game monopoly possible. That is part of I got for my thoughts and prayers, man. This is wild. I can't believe that Microsoft owns Activision and Blizzard. A lot of people are mentioning about how they're thinking WoW is going to end up on Game Pass. Honestly, I think that WoW would be on Game Pass. That would be like a good product to put in front to get people to come on to Game Pass. And then, shoot, dude, Xbox Game Pass from a couple months ago has really come up. Has really came up in the with their offerings this year. You had Payday, which sucks. Stuff like From Space, Warhammer 40,000, Dark Tide, Forza Motorsport came out recently, Starfield came out on there recently, Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney trilogy came out on there recently, Payday 3, which didn't come out to high reviews, and so did Gotham Knights, but that's on there now. There's a lot of stuff on there now. Worth playing. There's the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. They also released the the Age of Empires 4 console edition on there. That's something worth playing, I do gotta say. So Microsoft and Xbox is coming back with vengeance. They had been losing, if you ask me and my thoughts and prayers, this part of the gaming, the game war, the console war, but they're coming back with some bangers here pretty soon. City Skylines will be out pretty soon. They have Like a Dragon coming out in the next day or so. So, I'll be playing that. I'll be streaming that definitely on the stream. So, do not be afraid to see that coming out. But yeah, don't forget, folks. Call of Duty and Blizzard. If you're playing WoW, you are now a Microsoft gamer. So, there you go. Lies of P. I have talked a lot about this game before on the channel in the last couple episodes of Thoughts and Prayers. This is the hardest game I've played this year. This is coming from a guy who hasn't played Fires of Rubicon yet. I also haven't played the reboot of Lords of the Fallen. I've been busy getting my face smashed in the past month by puppets. Yes, puppets. Let's break it down. Sophia, aka this game's Blue Fairy, wakes you up in an abandoned train cart, sends you off on a mission to rescue Geppetto and to rendezvous at the Crate Hotel. Then G-Daddy, aka Geppetto, sends you on a quest to stop the puppet frenzy. What are my thoughts and prayers on this game? This game is hard as hell. I have had a hell of a time trying to progress. I was trying to beat the game before I got to this point in reviewing it. I'm not done with the game, no. What I am going to say is this. This game kicks ass. I have a good time with this game. I love it to death. I haven't played a game like this in a while where parrying, dodging, and keeping track of your consumables were such a life and death factor. This game is insane. If you dodge way too much, you eat up your stamina. If you use up your health, you might be able to get it back, but you only get it one at a time based off hits. Yes, you could parry. When you parry, it takes a little bit of health, just like Bloodborne. Unless you get a perfect parry, which can also knock down the posture of your enemy, just like Sekiro. Funny thing is, to point out, I have always said I do not want to stream Sekiro just yet. I would have to beat Sekiro to be able to put Sekiro up on the stream, so I'd feel comfortable. Well, funny thing is, this game is harder than Sekiro and Bloodborne. It's like Bloodborne, Sekiro, and Elden Ring all had a baby with a dash of freaking Dark Souls. It is an awesome game. I love this game. It is amazing. So I do recommend this game. Am I going to give it a rating yet? No. But I do have to say, if you like Bloodborne, if you like Sekiro, if you like any of the FromSoft discography, please check out this game. That's it for Thoughts and Prayers this week, folks. My name is Johnnydeals. Thank you for tuning in once again. Don't forget to check me out on Twitter /X, I guess. Johnnydeals at Gundanium Armor. Don't forget to check me out on TikTok at Johnnydeals940. We're also on YouTube, which I assume you're watching this on right now. We're also on Instagram. We're on pretty much everything now. So if you want to check us out, we'll always put content up daily. I also stream daily on Twitch at Johnnydeals, or twitch.tv/Johnnydeals. So once again, folks, I'll see you in the next one. Thank you for tuning in to Thoughts and Prayers episode 3. My name is Johnnydeals. Peace.